Hello, welcome to the Anker SOLIX Home Power Panel Installation Guide. Before we begin, working on electrical equipment could put you at risk of electric shock. Please pause this screen until you familiarize yourself with all the requirements needed to properly use the equipment. Here's a list of materials included in your home power panel package. Please pause the screen and ensure you have all the materials needed for installation. If you ordered Anker Home Power Kit, here's what's included in that package. You can pause the screen if you need more time to review. Here is some other equipment you may need for your installation. Please consult with an electrician first to evaluate. Pause the screen to familiarize yourself with what may be required. Here's a diagram showing how Anker SOLIX F3800 and Home Power Panel connect. Note that the backup load center is only required in backup mode. Another important note: Anker SOLIX Home Power Panel is not waterproof. Only use this product indoors. If your main panel is inside, follow this diagram and make sure there's enough space between the panels. Pause the video if you need more time. If your main panel is outside, you'll still need to install Home Power Panel indoors. Put the backup load center next to your main panel outside. Try to keep the distance between your main panel and Home Power Panel under 16 feet. Before installing, make sure installers are wearing insulating gloves. Now we're ready to begin. First, remove the wiring compartment cover. Turn off the main circuit breaker and solar breaker. Measure an appropriate distance from the breaker and then use the positioning card to drill holes. For the wall brackets, check if your wall is concrete or wooden. Use the 60mm bolts if it's concrete and the 50mm screws if it's wooden. Next, drive 6 10mm screws into the backplate bracket. Secure the backplate bracket with the wall bracket. Then drive the 4 remaining 10mm screws into the side of the backplate bracket. Now, open the backup load center. Find a suitable location to install and mark it. Use 4 50mm screws to secure the enclosure. To protect the wires and ensure electrical safety, users need to purchase and install waterproof conduits with appropriate wire lengths. Now, it's time to wire Home Power Panel. Loosen the 4 screws on both sides and remove the lower panel from the wiring area. Here's what you should see inside. Pause the screen and familiarize yourself with the wiring and where the cables connect. Install the 100 amp breaker on the main panel. It will connect with Home Power Panel. Now, install the ring terminal with the wire. Note that you must use 3AWG and 8AWG grid supply cables. Run the grid conductors and the current transformer cable from home power panel to the main panel. Unscrew the grid wiring connectors and connect to the L1, L2, neutral and ground conductors. Pause the screen if you need more time to review. Loosen the wire screws and insert 2 live wires into the 100 amp circuit breaker. Next, loosen these wire screws. Insert 1 neutral wire and 1 ground wire into the unused openings for the neutral and ground bars. Tighten the screws when finished. Note that for your safety and to protect the wires, you must purchase waterproof conduits with appropriate lengths. Note you'll need to orient the current transformers so that the arrow points toward the power source. Connect the 200 amp current transformers to the main panel's L1 and L2 bus bars. Connect the 100 amp current transformer to the L1 or L2 solar input bus bar. Finally, connect the other end of the interface to the CT port inside home power panel. For circuit safety, remove the green screw to disconnect the neutral and ground bars. To install the backup load center, find the screw holes on the sides. Next, align them with the ground bar kit and secure the backup load center and bar with screws. Run the grid conductors from home power panel to the backup load center. Again, for your safety and to protect the wires, you need to purchase waterproof conduits with appropriate wire lengths. Unscrew the backup wiring connectors and then connect them to the L1, L2, neutral and ground conductors. Connect 2 live wires to the backup load center's L1 and L2 connectors. Loosen the wire screws. Insert 1 neutral wire and 1 ground wire into the unused neutral and ground bars. Tighten the screws when finished. Remove the branch or circuit breakers from the main panel. Install the branch breaker to the backup load center. Warning: make sure to connect live and neutral conductors to the backup load center. Next, connect your prepared wires to the wire connector. We're almost finished with the installation. Reinstall the covers for home power panel and the backup load center. Connect up to 2 power stations to home power panel. Turn on the main panel and activate the mains electricity. Open the main panel cover back up. Flip the breakers on the side of home power panel to activate the connection with Anker SOLIX F3800. Note that there is a breaker on the left and right side. Activate both if you have 2 Anker SOLIX F3800 portable power stations. And now you're ready to enjoy energy thanks to home power panel.